sugar, but there's fruit in it, so if there's fruit in it, then it's healthy. Right, guys? Okay, so I've got some fresh strawberries and some fresh peaches and some rhubarb. We're going to put the strawberries and peaches to the side. We're going to start off with the rhubarb over here because it has to cook a little bit longer. And the rhubarb, I used 2 stalks, which came out to about a cup or so. We're going to mix that together with half a cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. That's going to bring out the flavor. And rhubarb is really tart, so it definitely needs the strawberries. And when you're getting strawberries, see how there's little, I mean obviously you know what a strawberry looks like, but see how there's little pores in the strawberries? This is a good time to buy organic and spend a little bit more money because the pesticides can leak through into the pores on the strawberry. So you don't want to get sick. It's better to buy organic. So there goes that, the rhubarb. Going to mix that guy all together. Okay, so I combined the rhubarb together with the sugars, and I know it looks like tons of sugar. You guys probably think I'm nuts, but trust me, when it goes in with the strawberries and the peaches, it's going to create a nice flavorful juice, and it's going to be the perfect proportion of sugar. It's going to be really good. And it's so easy to make, too. It looks like you spent a lot of time doing it, but it's so easy. So we're going to take 1 scoop of the rhubarb in our sugar, place it into the bottom of a ramekin. Now this should fill about 8 little ramekins or, 4 medium-sized ones. You can also make it in a very large ramekin and then just cut it up when it's done. But it looks a little prettier if you do it in the little ones. I'm just going to show you how to do one of them because obviously I don't need to show you guys how to do all 8 of them. Let me get a little bit more rhubarb in here. Just cover up the bottom, get some sugar in there, all that nice sugary flavor. And then we're going to cover this with aluminum foil, and it's going to go into the oven for about 30-35 minutes or so. Then we can take it out, then we'll be ready to add the strawberries. 30 minutes in the oven, this is what the rhubarb is going to look like. It's going to break apart a little bit. Don't sweat it because we're going to put some strawberries over top of it. So we have the rhubarb, and we're going to top that with some strawberries, and of course some peaches, and just fill it all the way to the top of the ramekin. I'm just using my fingers, relaxed, laid back cooking style. And there you go. So you do it for all 8 ramekins, and then we're going to top it with some meringue. Now we're ready to make the meringue, so I'm going to take 3 egg whites and 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and we're just going to start to mix that a little bit. I should actually mention, if you've never made a meringue before, you want it to form soft peaks, which basically means it's a little bit foamy, and that's before you add the sugar in. So now it's at that point. We're ready to add in the rest of the sugar. And we want to do this until what they call soft peaks form. Now, I think they get a little bit confusing with the terms that they use. Don't get intimidated at all. All it means is that you really just want the egg whites to look glossy, and you'll see what I mean in a second. I'm also going to add in about 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Some people don't like to add vanilla to their meringues, but I think it adds a little bit of extra depth of flavor. Hopefully now you can see what I mean by stiff peaks. It's a little bit glossy, and basically what we're looking for here is that we take it up with a spoon, and if you turn it over, it's not going anywhere. So that's the perfect consistency. That's good with me. We're good to go. So over here we have the little ramekin. I'm just going to take a spoonful of my meringue, top it off, and try to make it look a little bit pretty. It can be rustic. Don't sweat it. And there goes our oven. We have the oven set at 350 degrees. And just top it all over. Nothing fancy. Real easy, real quick, simple. Just cover the fruit. That's all you want to do here. And then just go over it a second time, and then just make sure the peaks look pretty. You can just go over it with the back of your spoon and kind of lift them up a little bit so it looks nice when it comes out of the oven. So he's ready to go. We're going to throw all the ramekins in there, 350 degrees, 10 minutes, then we're going to take them out. Okay, so everything's all done. We're all ready to plate it up, and it came out pretty much perfect. The meringue looks so freaking good. It is amazing. And the peach cobbler ice cream that we're using is Ben & Jerry's. If you haven't tried it yet, you've got to get it. It is really, really good. No need to make your own here. I know that's cheating a little bit, not fully homemade, but whatever. It's all good. Nobody knows the difference. So I just took a scoop of peach ice cream, peach cobbler ice cream, put it right next to the little ramekin, and to garnish it up, make it look a little bit even prettier, put a little mint there. And there goes our beautiful, elegant dessert. That was so simple. It's probably going to take you overall about 40-45 minutes to create this little masterpiece.